How's it going, everyone? It's Kevin here, Movie Collector Maniac, coming back at you with another video of my recent pickups. These are from deepdiscount.com, Gruv.com, Barnes & Noble with a Criterion sale, and then Lionsgate Limited, Amazon, and Walmart. So let's get into the video and see what I picked up. Alright, these first titles are from deepdiscount.com. As you can see, I picked up the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, the Kino Lorber version. I did own the regular Blu-ray version, but I decided to get the Kino Lorber version of this movie. I do not have this one with me, though. I left it at my dad's house, so I can't show you the case. It does come with a slipcover, and it does have alternate artwork on it. I guess I'll have to show it later. Yeah, the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas came out in 1982. Of course, it stars Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton. You also have Dom DeLuise, Charles Durning, Jim Neighbors. It's got a 6.1 on IMDb. Alright, I did upgrade my Fury 4K to this steelbook version. Pretty cool looking steelbook. But yeah, that movie came out in 2014. It's got a 7.6 on IMDb. Of course, it stars Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, Michael Pena, John Bernthal. Got Jason Isaacs, Scott Eastwood. It's a pretty good cast of characters. Alright, next one I got is called In a Violent Nature. This is a 4K steelbook. Pretty neat looking steelbook. I haven't seen this movie before. It's only got a 5.5 on IMDb, but it came out in 2024. Thought I'd get it. I got a pretty good deal on these from Deep Discount. They were 15% off with a code. And I did upgrade my Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman complete series on Blu-ray, since it was 15% off. So it was got 4 seasons in this. I'm not too big a fan of the case. I might do it. I might get some artwork and do some individual cases for these. There's about 5 discs per season, so I get some 5 disc Blu-ray cases. But yeah, I really enjoyed this show when it first aired on TV. I watched this series probably a couple times. I did own the DVD. I did own this on DVD as well. I think I even opened up 3 of them, I think. But I did pop a couple. I did pop one disc in and watch a couple episodes. It looks good on Blu-ray. I did own this on my digital collection on Fandango, I guess now. It used to be Voodoo, of course. I started watching like the first season again. But yeah, I really like this show with Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher. Yeah, it started in 1994, ran to 1997. Got 6.7 on IMDb. I mean, most of y'all already know I'm a big Superman fan, so yeah, I probably should have just worn my Superman shirt, but I just put this one on. Alright, last one I got from Deep Discount is The Walking Dead Dead City Season 2 with Maggie and Negan. This was okay season, I guess. The overall series got a 7.0. I think they're going to have one more season of this show. But I have all The Walking Dead on Blu-ray, except for The World Beyond or whatever. I never got that series. I didn't like that series at all. But I have all the spin-offs, Walking Dead. What's the other one? Anyway, I have all the series on Blu-ray. I did really like the last Daryl Dixon season, so looking forward to picking that one up when it comes out on Blu-ray. Alright, next one I got is this 4K of Companion. I never seen this movie before. I never even really heard of this movie before, but I thought it was interesting from what I was reading, and I decided to pick it up since Gruv had a sale going on at the time. Anyway, this movie came out this year. It's got a 6.9, and I did watch this one the other day. I guess a couple weeks ago, at least a week or so ago. It was a pretty decent movie. Stars Jack Quaid in here. I think he's about the only one I know in this movie. But yeah, it's a pretty decent movie. Alright, so I did pick up The Nun on 4K. I did on the Blu-ray in a Conjuring Universe set or something. I have never got around to watching this movie, but I decided to pick it up. It was only like $10.99. Not a great rating, 5.4, but I'll give it a watch and see how I like it. There's star Tessa Farmiga, Patrick Wilson, of course, Bear Farmiga. Came out in 2018. And I did pick up The Nun 2 also. I think this one was $12.99. It's got a 5.6 on IMDb. This one does come with a flip cover, but same artwork underneath. This one came out in 2023. It's got Tessa Farmiga in here as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to finally get around to watching these sometime. Alright, so I did pre-order the Out of Africa 4K, and I got it in the mail, I guess, the other day, or last week. Did come with a slip cover, but it's the same artwork underneath. Haven't opened this one up yet. I need to open it up and take the code out and make sure it's not damaged, scratched up, whatever. That movie came out in 1985. It's got a 7.2. It's based on a true story, and it won 7 Academy Awards. I'm pretty sure I never watched this movie. I did on the Blu-ray of this movie, but I might have seen bits and pieces of this movie, but I'm pretty sure I haven't seen the whole thing. I started with my dad, and he said he'd like to watch it sometime, so we'll probably sit down and watch it together. Of course, you can see it stars Meryl Streep and Robert Redford. Directed by Sidney Pollack. Yeah, I did pick up this Tremors 7 movie collection on Blu-ray steelbook because this is supposed to be like a glow-in-the-dark steelbook. And I have all the movies together. It was $24.99, I believe. They had a steelbook sale going on at the time on Gruv. So I went in and got this. Of course, I got the first 2 on the 4K standalone disc. I do own these all in Blu-ray before, but I wanted the steelbook because it looks pretty cool. Plus, it glows in the dark. As you can see, it's got Tremors, Tremors 2, Tremors 3, 4, 5, A Cold Day in Hell, Shrieker Island. All 7 of them. But the first one's definitely the best. Alright, so I did pick up the Wolfman. This is a 4K with a slipcover. This is the one I did watch the other day, and I thought it was a pretty good movie. It's a different take on Wolfman, but I enjoyed it. It was tense in a few moments. Not really truly scary, but it got your heart pumping a little bit, I guess. But yeah, it came out this year. It's got a 5.6 on IMDb. Didn't really know any of the actors other than Julia Garner from Netflix show Ozark. That's what she was on. But yeah, she's pretty good in that show. Alright, these next ones I got from Barnes & Noble from the Criterion sale they got going on. I did upgrade my Breakfast Club to 4K. Of course, this movie came out in 1985. It's got 7.8 on IMDb. One of the great 80s movies. We got Amelia Estevez, Paul Gleason, Anthony Michael Hall, Judd Nelson, Molly Ringwald, Ali Sheedy. Of course, it's directed and written by John Hughes. I'm pretty sure most people have seen this movie. If you haven't, suggest you checking it out. Alright, so I got a history of violence on 4K. It's got a 7.4 on IMDb. It's from 2005. Of course, it stars Viggo Mortensen, Maria Bello, Ed Harris, William Hurt. But it's directed by David Cronenberg. It's been a while since I've seen this movie, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out on 4K. Alright, this is another one I upgraded from the Blu-ray, previous Blu-ray I had. I got a Repo Man on 4K. This was another 1980 title, 1984 to be exact. It's got a 6.8 on IMDb. Stars Harry Dean Stanton, Amelia Estevez, got Tracy Walter. Yeah, that one does come with a cool little booklet inside. There's only a few Criterions I wanted to pick up from the Criterion sale because I pretty much have most of the ones I want. I did order one. Yeah, pre-order Eyes Wide Shut because you can still get it for half price. So I went ahead and got that. So I'm looking forward to that one coming in the mail when it releases. Alright, so the next ones are Lionsgate Limited titles. I got the Descent on 4K steelbook. This is a pretty cool looking steelbook. Does have the slip cover. It comes off. It is a pretty cool looking steelbook and some cool looking disc art that they put on here, I guess. But yeah, I really enjoy this horror movie. It's from 2005. It's got a 7.2. If you haven't seen it before, you're in for a treat. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I suggest you checking that one out. Alright, I did order the Meatballs on 4K. This one does have a lenticular slipcover, and it is a steelbook. I can get the cover off. But yeah, pretty cool looking steelbook. It's got the back part of the front cover on here, so pretty neat. I haven't seen that too often. And it does have some disc art on the discs. Yeah, I'll have to do another video to show off some of my recent steelbooks. I haven't done a steelbook video in a while, I guess. But yeah, here's the lenticular slipcover, if you can see it change. Of course, that one's movie is from 1979. It's got a 6.2 on IMDb. Of course, it stars Bill Murray. Yeah, I believe it's in one of his first roles. I'm not sure if it's his first role or not. But it's directed by Ivan Reitman. Another good director. Haven't seen that movie in a long time either. So I'm looking forward to checking that one out on 4K also. Alright, so I did pick up The Surfer on 4K. This is just a, I don't know, slipcover, digi type release. But yeah. Anyway, this movie came out last year. It's got a 5.9 on IMDb. Of course, it stars Nicolas Cage. I did sit down and watch this one the other day. It was okay. You know, it's kind of crazy Nicolas Cage movies. So I guess this movie is pretty much made for Nicolas Cage, I guess. But it was pretty wild. But yeah, it was just okay, I guess. Alright, the next ones I got from Amazon. This is the Devil's Rejects 4K Steelbook, Amazon exclusive. Haven't opened this one up yet. Probably need to open that one up pretty soon. Check it out. Make sure it ain't damaged. But it came out in 2005, and it's got a 6.7 on IMDb. Of course, it stars Sid Haig as Captain Spaulding, got Bill Moseley as Otis, Sherry Moon as Baby, William Forsythe as Sheriff Waddell. You got Jeffrey Lewis in here, Lou Temple, Danny Trejo, Diamond Dallas Page, if you know him from WCW, WWE wrestler. You got Michael Berryman, but it's pretty cool little horror movie, directed and written by Rob Zombie. But yeah, it looks like a pretty cool looking steelbook. I haven't opened it up yet, but I'll check it out pretty soon. Alright, I did break down and get the rundown on 4K. This is one of my favorite Dwayne Johnson The Rock movies. It does come with a slipcover. It's by Kino Lorber. But I went ahead and picked that one up. It was like $22.49, I believe. Not too bad. Could have waited and got it for probably $17.99 or something from a Kino Lorber sale or something, but I want to go ahead and get it. But yeah, it came out in 2003. It's got a 6.6. Of course, it does have a little cameo of Arnold Schwarzenegger, kind of like passing the torch off to Dwayne Johnson, I guess. But you also have Sean William Scott, Rosario Dawson in this movie, and Christopher Walken, bad guy in this one. But yeah, I always enjoyed this movie. One of my favorite Dwayne The Rock Johnson's movies, and it was actually one of his first movies, I believe, besides The Scorpion King. Alright, these last movies I got from Walmart. I did pick up the Fantastic Four First Steps on 4K. These come with a slipcover. Yeah, I was debating on getting the steelbook, but slipcover is pretty cool looking. This is kind of sticking out. I guess embossed looking, I guess. So it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I picked that one up in, well, no, I tried to pick it up in the store. They didn't have one. I had to order it and have it shipped. I guess it shipped it the next day. It does have Pedro Pascal in this movie as well, of course. And, you know, he's been in a lot of movies and TV shows lately. You got Vanessa Kirby. You got Julia Garner in this movie as well. But yeah, we did watch this one the other day. It was pretty decent movie. As you can see, it's got a 6.9 on IMDb, so it's a pretty good movie. It came out this year. Alright, the last one is the new Mission Impossible movie, The Final Reckoning. This is a 4K slipcover version. This was another one that I was debating on getting the steelbook or not. I wasn't too big of a fan of the steelbook. Yeah, I guess it was an okay looking steelbook, but I just went with the slipcover version since it was only $24.96. I didn't feel like paying another $10-15 for the steelbook. Of course, it came out this year. It's got a 7.2. We did watch this one in the theater. We enjoyed it. So I enjoyed all the Mission Impossible movies. So of course, you got some better than others, but I enjoyed them all. And of course, it stars Tom Cruise. You got Haley Atwell, Bing Raines, Simon Pegg. You got Holt McCallany, Henry Zermi. I can't pronounce his last name. Anyway, you got Nick Offerman. Got Shea Wingham. Carrie Ewes. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I haven't watched my 4K disc yet. I'll probably get around to that probably next month or two, probably. Alright, so that's all my recent pickups here lately. I do have some on order from Shout Factory, Screen Factory. I don't know what the hold up was on that order. I know they switched to having everything shipped through Gruv now. And I think I bought this when they were still shipping themselves, and they must have forgot about it or something. I need to check my email because I did email them asking what the deal was. So I'm hoping they email me back. But yeah, I still got some more pre-orders out. I got the pre-order of The Gray. I got Minority Report. Got Pride and Prejudice. I got U571. I did get that one in the mail, but it was damaged, so I just sent it back. They said they had to receive it before they send me another one. So hopefully that one will come back undamaged. Because they packaged it damaged because the package wasn't damaged. So whoever put it in the box, put a damaged one in the box. They offered 20% off, I believe, but I was like, no, I want a new one. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a comment down below what you picked up recently. If you picked up anything from the Criterion sale, let me know. Love to hear from everybody. And as always, thanks for watching my video. Subscribe to the channel again. Subscribe to the channel. Kind of stuck in 390 land, I guess. But yeah, I would love to be getting up to at least 500 subs. Anyway, I'll see y'all on the next video when I have some more movies coming in the mail.